know. I know. Fix your stuffy. Fix your stuffy. I know. I know he won't be pet. I know. Hi guys. I told you I would jump back on once we got back to the rescue house. So here we are. I am in the bathroom, which is Dalton's new little home for right now. So I just wanted you guys to see that he is quite comfy in his bed. He's snuggling with the stuffy. And another bonus, they had told me he wasn't eating, and he has been eating for me ever since we got here. I've been giving him little crunchies, and he's been eating them up, which is wonderful to see. So I'm just sitting in here with him, making sure that he is comfortable, and going over his very extensive cocktail of medications, of which one of these is Entice, which is for his appetite, because they said he wasn't eating. So the fact that he is eating for me is awesome to see, because maybe we won't need to use that medication if he continues eating like he is right now. Was that yummy? Was that yummy? Yeah, that's yummy. So we have him set up in here. We've got pee pads all over the floor in case he has to go, but also to give him some traction to help him walk around. I'm actually sitting on a little flat pad in case he doesn't want to be in his bed. He can lay on this. I'm just sitting on it at the moment. He's got his little toys to snuggle with. This blanket that you all saw in the car. You might have saw the picture that I took of the blanket and the little toy. I want to just quickly read the card. I said a quick thank you on the picture, but it's a beautiful prayer blanket for Dalton. Dearest sweet Dalton, may this blanket bring you warmth and love and healing as you venture into your new life of loving, caring people. May the love of our Lord always be with you. Love, Michelle, Lily, Vinny, and Sweet Pea. Such a cute little card. Such a nice, thick, warm, beautiful blanket. A little stuffed animal. And she even threw in some little jerky treats for him. So thank you so much. I made sure that when he left the hospital, this is what he left in. He had his little prayer blanket and his toy to come back to the rescue house in. Hi, little man. So like I said, he will be in this room because we have to kind of restrict his mobility for right now. I will be taking him out in the backyard, but he will be going out on leash because the surgeon wants us to walk very slowly with him. Because when he walks slowly, he tends to use the leg more, and that's what we want him to do. When he just gets out there and goes, he just, as most dogs do, if they have an injury, they just lift their leg up and use 3 legs. And that's not what we want him to do. We want him to actually put the foot down and start to use it. So we will have to have him on leash to do that a few minutes at a time, twice a day. And then, of course, he can have the ability to walk around this room if he wants, because it's a small room. It's not like he's going to be running, jumping, or doing any of that. So this is an ideal space for him while he is healing and rehabbing. Hi. Hi. Erica, the black dot on his head is a scab. He had some bad scrapes on him for where he was hit by the car. On the other side of his body, you can't see, but he had a couple of big gashes from where he was hit, and this is also a scab. Yes, Erica, he was, I don't know if you follow Dalton, but he was hit by a car pretty violently in front of a fire station about 2 weeks ago. And he was rushed into LVS, and then we were called. We said that we would take ownership of him. We rushed him to Coral Springs, where he had to have FHO surgery for a broken hip and pelvis. Then we found out, because he was leaking urine, that he had a tear in his urethra, which was in an awful, awful place. The chances of him making it through this surgery that could have been done were very slim, and it would have been very, very painful, so that wasn't an option. The only option we had was this procedure where they go in through his side, through his bladder, through his urethra, and out through his penis with a catheter. Let it stay for a week to give the scar tissue a chance to form, to close the tear in the urethra. Luckily, by the grace of God, we're able to get the catheter through, and they took it out yesterday, and they redid the contrast testing and saw that the tear is indeed healed. He can urinate on his own, and he was able to leave the emergency hospital today. So he is back with us at Rescue House 1. He is staying in the bathroom, and as you can see, he looks quite content at the moment. He is the sweetest little boy who completely stole my heart. You want some more crunchies? Do you want some more crunchies? You don't have to eat them. You ate a good amount. Do you want them? You can eat them. Look at those eyes. Such a sweet boy. I can't tell you how happy I was to pick him up today and have him. The only cries he made today were in the car was because I stopped petting him. Because when you stop petting him, he puts his nose under your hand and flips your hand up so that you keep petting him. So again, I just wanted to jump on real quick to show you that he has gotten to the rescue house. He is quite comfortable in his little setup. He's got his little stuffy to cuddle with, his prayer blanket. And I wanted to say thank you all once again for all of your prayers and all of your donations that made this possible for Sweet Dalton. I am going to sign off because I've got some homework to do. And I have to get all the other dogs fed because it's about dinner time. But again, I wanted to say thank you so much for all your love and your continued support of our dogs like Dalton and our mission, because we would not be able to do it without you. Jennifer, he does not have any adoption offers yet, but we are taking them. If you're interested, you can email 100plusabandoneddogs@gmail.com. We will look for the absolute most perfect home for him. He deserves nothing less. This is Tiffany signing off with Dalton, 100 Plus Abandoned Dogs of Everglades, Florida.